Hello, everybody. This is Irvy Jones and Jimmy Music Name Jones for Jones Brothers Podcast. This is number 26. Can you believe we've done 25 of these before, Jimmy?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Man,
Brian Krugler. It's morning where Ryan is. Or
yeah, I know.
I heard
He's
from
on.
Ryan this morning.
Did he watch the
What time is the podcast?
Did he watch the last one?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Okay, good. He likes more excitement though, He
Oh,
likes more drama.
huh?
He likes more drama.
Drama. How are we gonna get drama? Okay. You see the
Yeah,
new
I know.
you see behind me there's a new we have a
No news, no politics.
no
I was
politics.
told no politics.
I know, but I was trying to
So
show
I
you.
thought you were going to say something about him.
You see the sign back there? It says the Jones Brothers.
Oh yeah, I heard from Get a Full 25. Did you see us talking?
No.
And I just, his normal. He wasn't real bad, but his normal thing. He said, I said, yeah, I want to get the fuck off of TikTok, and he said, I'm going to throw a big party when you get off of TikTok, and I said, I texted me back. I said, well, you got to better rent. I'm telling you now, if he sees this, you better get a place that holds 500,000 people. You know what I mean, Irvy?
Yeah.
Get a place that holds 500,000 people.
Are you
Because,
gonna get off TikTok?
he just said people want you off of there so bad because you lie all the time. All I ever say to him, Irv, is okay. That's all I say to him now. Okay. Whatever he says, I just answer okay. And then he doesn't come back then. He wants, he's like, enticing me to like get into an argument with him, and so he can, blabber and be known. I mean, I got nothing to say to that guy. I'm not talking anyway.
Oh, at least these people call you. What the hell?
Mm. Mm. I had a weird call Saturday night. Wow.
From who?
I didn't know him.
Oh,
And he, I didn't answer the phone. I didn't recognize the number, a 201 number. I thought it was Ken, but it wasn't. And then I called back. Then he texts, pick up the fucking pussy. And he starts the F word, pick up the phone. So I finally picked it up. And he said, you smashed into my car. You wrecked my car. I said, I didn't wreck your car. I don't even have a car. I use we share one car. No, a black car ran into my car, and then he showed a picture of his car. Who's your insurance company, you fucking asshole? On and on. And I said, hey, this keeps up. There's going to be a problem. Then he showed me a picture of his car. And finally, I said, look, this is going to go to a bad place for you. Understand me? And he just said, F you again. And then he hung up. And then he texted me back. And he said, oh, sorry. You're, you're that guy, something, from Reading. I think he talked like that. And he said, I'm really sorry. He said, somebody put the note in my windshield with this number on it. I think it's Wayne Ovi. Yeah, I honestly God, I do. I think it's Wayne. He gets so buzzed out, smoking weed that he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. But I got a call last night from him. Again, that call came in again. I didn't answer it. I text back, I had no time for this. And I heard nothing else. Damn. Whew. Crazy. He was really going off on me. And then and the gay was like, what's going on? Because I started to yell back, hey, you don't know who you're talking to. And he said, blind, early, it was horrible.
What the hell ever happened? He wasn't that bad before.
No, it wasn't. I don't hear from him, though, that much. He doesn't really talk to me. I don't hear, only every once in a while, not like before. I don't know where he's coming from when he gets that stoned. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really don't.
Does he smoke that much dope?
Who, him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's not enough to smoke.
How can you smoke that much?
Yeah, because there's a limit when you smoke it. You don't get higher and higher and higher. At least when I used to smoke, 40 years ago. You can't keep smoking and getting higher and higher. You get up to a peak, and it'll just keep you there. It depends on like Dr. Smith told me at the VA. He said it is so powerful now. What you smoked years ago is nothing compared. It's 100 times stronger, if not more.
Holy shit.
So, yeah,
It's good you're
I
not
hate
smoking
smoking.
anymore.
Yeah, I know. Man, oh man. This guy was like, he wouldn't let up, calling and calling. Pick up your fucking phone, and texting you, every name in the book. And then I finally text him back, call again.
Well,
And then, it was a yelling match. A gay was reading her book in the sofa, and then she finally looked up because she saw I was getting pissed off. Because I started to say, hey, look, you don't know who you're talking to. If this continues, there's going to be a major problem, buddy. And then he said, yeah, you're going to have one. I said, he said, your number was in my windshield. I want to know your insurance company, Oh my God. That's the scam type. But then, like I said, he backed off.
was he
He
from
backed off,
Reading?
and I said, buddy, you don't know who you're talking to, and you're going to have a major problem.
Was he from Reading?
He said he was from New Jersey. And then he texts back. They were drunk. He texts back. He said, well, I'm right near you. That's why I think it was Wayne. He said, I'm in Wyomissing in a bar in Wyomissing. And I said, so what? And he said, why don't you come down? And I said, I don't drink. Really? I said, no, I don't drink. And I don't want to meet you anyhow. Let's let this go while you're ahead. I said, you're ahead of the game now. I'm fine. You're fine. You apologize. And let's let this go. And that's when it ended. So that was weird. But he called again yesterday. Or it was yesterday, I think. Yeah, I didn't answer that one. I texted back, I'm busy, and he didn't try and get back to me.
Huh.
Nuts, crazy shit.
You got sunglasses on.
Shit, huh?
You got sunglasses on.
Yeah, I always do. My eyes are ervy.
I know. I know.
have a major eye problem.
Look at my eyes.
Look at my eyes
Yeah, I got
and tell me
sunglasses.
love me.
So,
Oh yeah. Oh, listen to this one. Let me see if my teeth will stay in.
you put your fucking teeth in?
Yeah. Yesterday, I'm sitting out on the porch, right? Right?
Yeah.
And I feel this little tickle go across my foot. And I said, well, it must be the wind. Then a couple of minutes later, came back again. And I looked, it was a mouse.
A mouse? Did he bite you?
No, he's a cute little guy. No. But I don't know. If there's one, is it true there's more?
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to come in the house with two cats. Two
Well,
cats in hard life used to be so hard.
we have we have a we have a mouse
What?
right now that's under the kitchen sink, and the fucking cats sit there and watch. And but that
Yeah,
mouse,
I don't like to see. Yeah, I don't like to see it when a cat gets a hold of a mouse. You know what I mean?
yeah, they're not
You know,
kind. They don't just kill them.
no, they don't. They flip them around and not. No, no. I'd rather see the mouse get away.
Yeah.
I don't even have the glue in. If I put the glue in, they're in permanent then.
So you only
But
have them in.
they feel good. I'm not used to them being in.
You only have them on the
This,
top
this,
right
this,
now.
well, I didn't want to put the bottoms in. Do they look all right? It looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Mine are sitting in the box upstairs by by the bed. So
Oh,
actually, I
by the
put
bed.
a couple weeks ago. I put them. I don't know why. I forget why. I put them in, and I forgot they were in. They were in all day. But
Wow. Well, I got this. I'm going to probably glue them in. Boy, then it's perfect. They don't, slip around at all.
what about your
Now,
permanent things? I thought you were
so
getting permanent teeth.
I got them. I just didn't put them in yet. We didn't, it's a real long procedure. And, Gay is in law. Gay's, I say Gay, you bought they're like perm teeth. When they're in, they're in for good. And she said, "Yeah, we'll do it." That's about a month ago. So we'll see what happens.
Oh,
Yeah, good old. Now he's what is he? Get a foot 25, and then somebody changed my name, and to piss. You see that?
to what?
Piss- To piss cop. Yes, it's funny to you
No, it's because
because it's not being done to you.
your teeth dropped down when you said it.
What?
Your teeth dropped down in your mouth when you said that.
Yeah, look at him swallow them.
Ugh. Oh,
I don't want to.
we got
So
a
what
new.
else to do?
So when are you coming out to Cleveland?
Real soon.
Well, we got a new studio now.
Yeah, I'll sound better in a studio as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I got to talk to this little telephone. I mean, this little cell phone.
well, we can do the podcast together in the studio side by side.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we do a bunch of them.
Yeah, and then if you get mad at me, you can punch me. And if I get mad at you, I'll sock you in the head.
Well, Gay happened to see one of your posts
Which one?
about you know who. I'm not going to say any names. But I had to talk my way out of that.
What did I say?
It's not what you said, it's what I said.
Oh, was I fucking the tree?
Yeah. And I and I, and then she said, I said, yeah, I know Irvy does that. She said, no, you're right below
Oh, well.
it. And listened to it, and she said, okay, Jim.
Well, we're both fucking
Yeah, I
crazy.
know. I know. It's not like she doesn't know. I'm a loose cannon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what did you
Not
like about the last podcast the best? I know what I liked.
what?
When we were sharing Marine Corps stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like to talk. Wait. Ah, yeah, you like to talk dirty.
I don't
You
talk.
like to talk.
I don't talk.
Oh, I know. The one you posted was talking about me in a grocery store.
What was that about? I don't remember that.
Well, I'm not going to talk. Me masturbating while shopping. Yeah, your stupid question about that. You
No,
caught that one too.
I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Well, I do. I just told you.
Oh,
And then I was explaining, like, stop that. Or,
well, you remember last time we were talking about the kind of jokes that Dad used to like?
Yeah.
About the.
Man. I got to hold the phone.
I know, but
You got a luxury of a studio, Irvy. I've been in studios.
well, I got to tell you, I thought after we told all those different stories and jokes, I remembered one that I didn't say on the podcast. Maybe I'll say it. So see if you remember this.
Remember?
He used to say, "Is May in? May I ask? Why May who? Why May?" Oh, I got it all fucked up. Okay, is May
Gotta
in?
start all over again.
Yeah, is May in? May I ask? And he said, May who? Why, mayonnaise, of course. Why, mayonnaise is dressing. That was that was one of his jokes. Do you remember that one?
No.
Oh, I'll tell
It's
you.
May in. And then the other one said what?
May who? And then he says back, why, mayonnaise, of course. And
Irvy, what was that one joke? What was that one joke that we told over at the Marine Corps one time? Bob Palco told about a guy having to run up a tree and a dog going up the tree to save him or something.
I don't remember
And the
that.
guy below the tree, was going to shoot the animal that was. I don't know, but the guy at the top of the tree said, no, don't shoot the animal, shoot the fucking dog. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
It's really good if you can put it all together, but I couldn't put it together. I had me almost pissing myself when he told it. A whole bunch of Marines were around, and Palco said, I got a good one for you. And it was great. I just remember the guy on top of the tree yelling, shoot the fucking dog. And I can't piece together the point
Punchline.
to the whole thing. Yeah, the punchline, right. Yeah, there you go, Herb. You know what you're talking about, the punchline.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't remember the fuck. Was I there to
Irving, Lenny Kravitz has been trying to get a hold of me.
Lenny
He wants
Kravitz?
to collaborate. Yeah, now it's recording resumed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing.
What?
Shoot the fucking dog. I gotta get the punchline, Irving. It's a great one.
Well, but you don't fucking remember because you're 80 years old.
I don't. The guy had to get up a tree, and the guy at the bottom had the dog to save him, and dogs can't go up trees, can they?
Well, no, and unless they got a ladder to climb. They don't have
Unless what?
they don't have claws like a cat.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
I don't know why where the punchline is shoot the fucking dog. If I can only think it over.
Why
It's
was the
not like a
guy up a
thousand
tree?
things going through my head.
Why was he up the tree?
I hooked Irby. I hooked up with uh man, Mr. Anderson from Reading Redevelopment Authority.
Oh.
David Anderson. We've been talking for a week now. He was the man that gave me the deal at the Astor Theater, and we found each other on the phone. He's living now out in Vegas. He's 89 now, and we can't stop talking. He's telling war stories like unbelievable.
What
Unbelievable.
what kind of real war stories or
Yeah, yeah. They were trying to kill him. Uh, it's unbelievable,
what
Irving. You know,
where were
he
they
was
from?
higher than the mayor. He had more power than the mayor, and they hated him. They wanted, you know, he eventually left office after about, oh, I don't know, maybe 5 years. I was bringing back memories to him. You know, he's going to be 90. He said, "Oh my God, I forgot that." He said, I said, "Well, they were after me too." And he said, "I know they were." He said, "They wanted me dead
Who was that?
or gone." You know what I mean?
Who wanted you dead?
Because they wanted him gone out of, like gone out of the city.
Who's that?
And he eventually did because, he feared what they were capable of. You know how they were back then.
Yeah.
That's back in the 70s, Irvy. You know who ran the city. And he was hired to run all the real estate in Berks County. And he said, "Don't you remember how we met?" And I said, "No." He said, "We were walking down Penn Street and you were standing there looking at the theater marquee, and so was I, because they were going to tear it down." And I said, he said, "You looked at me," and I said, "Hi, I'm Jim Jones, a promoter on rock business." I said, "Oh, really?" And I said, "What's happening with the theater?" And he said, "You want to come in?" And I said, "Sure." So I went in, and he showed me around, and I said, "I could really do something in here and make it a concert hall." And he said, "Really?" He said, "Well, I'd rather see that, because at that time, remember, they showed porn flicks in there."
Right.
Right. That's what it was. He said, "Well, I don't like what's going on here now." And I said, "Yeah, of course not." But he said, "Who can you?" I said, let's talk business." So we met like, I don't know, a couple of days later in his office. He had a big office, in Center City. And we met, drew a lease up. And I had a lease. It was $1 a year lease.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a photograph of me sitting in a chair and him standing around me. I sent it to you. I posted it too. I'm sitting in the chair in the Astor and gave him the first check. And all the press were there. The press were there taking pictures of it.
And that check was for $1.
Yeah. Well, it's a big thing, Herbie. Because then Channel 8 came, Channel 6, Channel 10, all the TV stations. Don't you remember that? Don't you remember? They did an interview of me standing on the stage. And the only act I had booked was Hall and Oates. That was my first show. And, I had $2,000 to my name. And Linda was so pissed off that I was going to do a concert with it. Back then, that was 1975. So I got to have some coffee. So I booked Hall and Oates.
I remember
And
I was at that show.
It was a half. It did. They did it. They just broke early. They did half a house. I made money. I knew them though. They were from Pottstown.
Yeah.
But they hit. Everybody knows them now. They're huge. And I did them other dates early. I did them in Dover, Delaware at the casino. But yeah, Dave Anderson and I are talking. He's getting a big kick out of this, man. He's like flipping that I know Ryan Coogler. Get out. I'm like, you're kidding me. I said, no. And I told him, we're talking about maybe doing a film, Steel and Silence and all that, and he's like going nuts. I showed him that teaser poster. You know that poster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed him that, and he was going crazy. He said, if anybody deserves it, early, if anybody deserves a break, it's you. That was nice.
How many years did you have the Astor?
85 to 75 to 82. 85.
7 years.
7 years. Yep. 7 years. 7 years of a party.
Yeah.
7 years of craziness. Nuts. Crazy stories. Fucking nuts.
Well,
Unbelievable.
you know who was trying to take that away from you? The Reading Orchestra.
Yeah, they did try.
Yeah, I know. You
They
know
tried, but see, Dave Anderson, he wouldn't sell me out. We got to be friends.
you know who was involved with that, don't you?
Yeah, Margaret.
Yeah.
I remember that whole thing. So did the Jazz Fest. They tried to fuck over me. Couldn't do it. By that time, I had too much pull with the music industry. Once you have your own venue, especially 2,400 seats, the up and coming acts, you really got some clout.
How many
And it
seats did
kept
that
growing
hold?
from there. I made it. I set it up for the fire marshal for 2,400 seats.
Did you ever sell it out?
All half. How many shows I do there? God, I don't know. Maybe 75 or something like that, or 100. Maybe half. But yeah, obviously they made money. I showed you that one. But then I did a lot of shows at the Raja Irvy.
At the same time?
No. Nope. After anybody that played with, played the Astor, but no. After I left that, and it was my lease ran out. They ran Dave Anderson out of town, basically, and politically they went. They tore it down. Now it's a big 9,100 seater. But they wanted both of us out of there. But it took them 7 years to get me out.
That was the city.
Yeah, the mayor and stuff, man, they did so much shit I ain't even talking about.
Who was the mayor then?
Kuzminski.
Kuzminski.
Yeah, Joe Seth Kuzminski. Remember him?
Yeah.
Was he a dumbbell? Whew. He was so fucking stupid. But the Gus Stevens. You remember that name?
Who?
Gus Stevens.
No.
That mafia guy. Remember him?
No, I don't remember him. I remember other ones,
Funny you
but
don't
not
remember
him.
Yeah. Boy, they did a number with me one night. Holy shit. They did a number with me that is unfuckable. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it. But it is early. It's back. It's like 1978 or 9 when this was happening. I guess I can talk about it, can't I?
Yeah. What are you gonna do to you?
Well, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
Well, they are. You know, they were like 15 years older than me. I was only 35 years older. But they wanted to get rid of David Anderson. He had so much class, educated to the max, and he came from the New England area. But they knew they had to get rid of him to get power. It was a power thing. They wanted to control the real estate over here.
Yeah,
But he did. He did. And I'm at home one night. It was a Sunday night. You want to hear what happened?
what? Go ahead, tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one. It was a Sunday night. I get a call. Lynn and I just had dinner. It was about, I don't know, 6, 7 o'clock. And I answered the phone. I said, "Hello, is this Jim Jones?" I said, in person. "Who's this?" He said, "Gus Stevens." Oh, I knew who he was.
Who's got?
I was scared of him. You know, I mean, he was like 50 years old, man. He was known, man. A Vegas guy, moved to
Oh.
Reading.
This was
They hung out at the river edge.
this is
He
the
said, "How about stopping over? We have a bunch of people over here. I want to talk to you about the Astor Theater. We hear you have Bonnie Raitt coming there for a second time. You know her, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, I know her. Sure." "Well, come on. We want to talk to you about it." And that's not what they wanted to talk to me about. They knew Dave Anderson lived 2 doors from me on Windsor Street, the guy that ran the city, basically the real estate,
yeah.
that they were really wanting to get him. Anyway, I said, "Okay." I was nervous. Linda was like, "Man, are you going over there?" Because she knew who he was. And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to go over." I said, "I'm not going to not go over. The guy invited me." So I went over Ervy. It was there used to be a little cabin type neat home on a side street at the Community General Hospital, that side street.
Yeah, okay.
You remember that?
Yeah.
It was a classy place. It was his place. It's like a log cabin. I walk inside. I mean, it was like top shelf. Everything was top class stuff. Furniture. Just when I walked in. Then he said, "Come on, kitchen, Jonesy. Have a beer. Have a cup of tea. What do you want?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll have. I prefer some bourbon. You have bourbon?" He said, "Yeah." "We heard you like bourbon." He didn't like bourbon. He had no clue. Anyway, I walk in the kitchen early. Off the top of my head, Gus said, "Hey, meet some friends of mine. Mayor Kuzminski, right?
Uh-huh.
Chief of Police, right?
Uh-huh.
Manny Dimitri. Remember him?
I remember the name. And well,
He was the top criminal lawyer, defense lawyer in Reading.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, Manny Dimitri. You wanted to get off, or you had to go to him. Pay him, and back in the day in Reading, that's the way it was. So it was that, and then Gus Stevens and some power, another power lawyer. But chief of police and the mayor, and he said, "Irving, I'm not shitting you." He said, "Sit down." I'm drinking my bourbon, Bonnie Raitt. And they said, I said, "Sure, I'll put you on at the guest list when you come. Karen, my sales lady, I'll get you in, comp you, and get you guys in. I'll get you backstage and meet Bonnie. No problem." They said, "Okay." They said, "Relax." And they went and he pulled out this box, a little cool box made of wood. I don't know, maybe 8 inch square, about 2-3 inches high, sets him in the middle of the table, opens it up. Name a drug. It was in there.
A gun.
No, a drug.
Oh, a drug.
And I said, what's the point here? Help yourself, then. Do a couple lines. I said, hold it. I said, the fucking chief of police is sitting here, Irvy. And I thought, nah, that's all right, fine. No, I'll pass on that. Don't worry about anything. Smoke a joint. And then he rolled it. And they didn't do anything, by the way. They didn't touch anything. I think Gus did a line or something. But I was just shaking in my boots, Irvy. And he said, here's what we want. We want you to set Dave Anderson up. All we need is something to have on him in connection with all those stars you're bringing to the Astor. I said, well, finish it. What? We'll make up a legal document that he has been taking, what was it? I forget the amount. 50 to 100 block of tickets for every show. He's taking them. That's like conflict of interest, Derby.
Yeah.
He said, we'll have them by the balls. And I looked up, and they're all like, no smiles, Derby. They're all like looking at me, like waiting for my answer. You know what I did? I stood up and I said, I think it's time for me to go. And no, I said, I'm out of here, Gus. And I looked at all the other guys, and no smiles, and shook us. And he said, hey, think about it. Think about it. He said it like that. Think about it. I said, I'll think about it, and I'll let you know. And I got out of there, and I opened up a couple of cans of beer and started slugging them down. And I said, what's the matter? And I told her what happened. And she said, man, I told you not. I said, what? It's Pipe City, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they were going to try and get that on him as a reason to throw him out.
And then, and it would have been one of you.
Did you tell him?
It would have been. What?
Did you tell Anderson that?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay.
Of course I did. He was a friend of mine. He made my name.
I know, yeah.
If it weren't for him, I would have kept going. And, I had my own damn theater for 7 years. It was known from the East to the West Coast and internationally. But, they would have had him big time. But he said to me, don't worry about it, Jim. That's nothing. He started telling me things that they were doing, over and around that.
Well,
oh, my God.
What was the name of the guy who went to First Baptist who was, I think he was a district attorney?
Yeah, he was DA. Italian guy. Yeah, he was in with the racketeers, remember?
Yeah.
What was his name?
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
His son was a good musician. I remember that. Oh, wait. I can't think of it right offhand. But yeah, that was. By the way, they came. The mayor didn't come, or the chief of police. They didn't come, but Gus came and met Bonnie Ray. Got his picture with her and stuff. He came with some chick, I guess his wife. I don't know, real good looking girl. He showed up to the show. I remember that. But wow, was that freaky?
Oh.
Went into the cabinet, pulls the box out. What would you do?
Do you remember during that?
I was shitting myself.
You remember during that time they had the parking authority in Reading?
Yeah, sure.
Or they were building all.
They all answer to Dave Anderson. I'm going to tell him to watch this podcast.
Well, they were buying. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you ever remember when you went in there. They had a thing that worked the gate to go in and out and where you paid and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to see the fucking.
Oh,
Oh,
the
right,
I, I
right.
think it was Sandarelli was the one that ran that.
Yeah,
Well,
he
any
ran. Lucky we were good buddies, Stan Rallies. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
Don't you remember they got him at the airport?
well, they were opening a bunch of new parking garages. Okay,
Right.
and the gate system came with an NCR register. Okay,
Mm.
and
Yeah, I remember this one. He wasn't paying his bill.
well, no, this is not to do with the bar. Okay, this had to do with the parking authority. So we had a they had a board, and they were buying registers from a dealer in town. Okay, and
Yeah, and
it was an NCR register, and these numbers aren't right, but let's say the cash register that they bought from the place cost $2,500, right? Well, I was trying to sell them a different register, one that would work, but it was a bigger machine, and it was a
go ahead.
more
Pick up the pace a little.
more expensive machine. Okay, and anyhow, we had a meet. I had to do a presentation with the board, and so I demonstrated my machine, which was like a Cadillac, and I demonstrated the little thing, which they were paying $2,500 for, and I could sell them the bigger, better machine for $1,000. Okay, and had the cover off of the little one. I showed it was. I said,
Boy, is this
"Huh?
interesting.
This 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 is a this is this is a piece of junk compared to." And anyhow, I remember Sanrelli really got mad because the board voted to go with NCR, and I had to do some backdoor stuff, you know. But I beat them. But anyhow, they were pissed. Some of them were pissed off.
Yeah, that was the years and the days when. Oh man. Well, they're all gone. They're all passed away.
Is Sanrelli gone?
Oh, I'm still kicking.
Is Sanrelli gone?
Oh yeah, John and Vince. Yeah,
Did he? Who's the one that owned that music store in Penn Street?
that was Shirelli.
Sorelli. Yeah, that was the guy that was the
I
head of the parking authority.
that's where I took music lessons at. Remember what? I used to take the bus in, and I hell, I played the trumpet for years.
Yeah.
I could still play it.
You like to play? Yeah, you like to play, didn't you?
Yeah,
And I was taking piano lessons.
yeah.
I hated that.
I was in the Wilson High School orchestra,
Oh,
but I guess I wasn't that good because I was third trumpeter. That's not too good. There were two ahead of me.
Oh,
So I guess I wasn't as good as I thought I was.
well, I took piano lessons, man, and that was bad. I got my grades were bad in school, and I convinced Dad that what was affecting my grades was the piano lessons, and he let me quit. Oh,
Well, they didn't let me quit.
he did?
He didn't.
He didn't. Well, he let me quit because I was flunking out of school because of it. That ain't true.
Yeah, I remember taking the bus once a week. Dad paid for the lessons. I took lessons for a couple of years. Yeah, I can still read music. I can still play if I had a trumpet.
You think you could still play?
Take me a couple of days, and I'd be reading music and playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember going into Reading. You and I go on the bus when we'd go down for go to the movies,
Uncle Art. Yeah, we went through this.
and
Hmm.
then we'd stop there and eat on the way home.
Where?
Boy, we would be like two hogs walking into that gas company and going up to the auditorium to see him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
they made good stuff at that cooking school they used to run.
Oh, is that a school they ran?
Yeah, that was the gas company had a cooking school for
Tied in with gas stoves and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and then so they would have everything from the main course that was cooked up that day to the different kind of desserts. I think you and I mostly ate the desserts. I except if it was something special, I don't think we ate the main course. We didn't want to have sandwiches or whatever the hell they cooked. So we just got puddings and cakes and pies and we
How do you like all the awards Ryan Coogler got? Man,
oh,
wow.
what was that award? I can't
Guys, guy's brilliant. I told you this all the time. Irby. He's so fucking sharp, it's unbelievable.
yeah, any idea when you're going out to California?
No, no, I don't. Irby, I don't ask any questions. I wait. I know some things I don't talk about. I'm not. I'm going with the saying, "Go with the flow."
Yeah,
I'm going with the flow. Am I excited? Of course. Am I overly excited? Not yet.
not yet.
Not yet. I'm not too excited over. I don't get excited too much anymore. I've been through too damn much.
Well, just
There's not much I haven't seen
you don't croak.
that you don't even know about.
What? I know, I know all,
My life. Jesus God.
I know all about you.
No, you don't.
What don't I know?
Remember when I promoted Barry Manilow
Yeah,
or not?
yes,
He was the thing. He had that song Mandy. Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Yeah. So I, I don't. I got a call from a guy. I'm not in my theater in my office. The guy calls me up and said my secretary was the mayor's daughter, by the way.
yeah.
Sidney Kosminski said there's a gentleman of mine from Rochester, New York, Mr. Jones, and then wink. She would wink, Mr. Jones. Yeah, right. With her 38 tits. big headlights. Anyway, aside from that, it was, what was his, anyway, he said, I hear a lot about this Astor Theater. Is it possible I'm doing a tour with Barry Manilow? Me and Barry are doing a tour. There's a lot of buzz around about the Astor Theater. I said, well, it's a hippie type. We know all about it. Barry wants to play it. And I said, well, Barry can play it. So he said, okay. I didn't have to put, he said, I'll partner it with you. It was 50-50 partnership. And Barry Manilow came, sold out, made a lot, back then made a lot of money, it was a good evening. But I got to know him. And then he started coming to Reading. And he gave me a car. He gave me a new Cadillac. Did you ever know that?
No.
Because he said, keep the car, because he was seeing a chick here in Reading he met at the show, and then, they kept in touch with each other. But he said, keep the car, and he got another way, flew back or something, because his dad ran Rochester, New York. What the hell's his name? I can't get his name right on top. So many names, so many things to think of. Not coming to me, damn it. Has that ever happened to you?
Huh? Yeah.
It's right on the tip of your tongue. You can't get it out, and it'll come out in like 10 minutes.
Or it'll come out after the podcast is over.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Son of a bitch. Anyway, he put together a 7-day tour with the Bee Gees. I think I told you this before.
No, I don't remember this.
Well, maybe you don't remember it, but I'm sure I told you. And he said, however, the Bee Gees, I think his name was Dennis Arthur. No, Dennis Arthur was Billy Joel's manager. This guy's name, he was from England, obviously. And he said, but they do not play for one promoter alone. And I knew the Bee Gees was going to be a sellout. So I called the guy I knew, and I had to come up with $38,000 to be involved in the deal. And I said, hey, I said to my friend, son of a bitch, what's his name? He said, I said, I can't get that much. He said, just write a check out. I mean, I tell you this.
No.
I had a good relationship with Berks County Bank. And I said, okay. He said, I'll show management in England that I have a partner, because I was known, Gavin Productions. And he, I can't think of his name, by the way, were partners on it. And the agency, could go with that. So I gave him the check, Ervy. But he knew, he knew, do not deposit it, right?
Yeah.
I said, the funds aren't there. They'll be there. It was a steel company that was backing me. And they said, I told Bob Newstat all about it. He said, okay, we'll get you the 38,000. Give me a week or two. I said, fine. I knew the money was going to come. And, but the stipulation was, do not put that check in. Guess what he did?
Deposited a check.
Yeah.
It bounced.
Guess what happened? What?
And it bounced.
I got a call from the bank.
Yeah.
I had a good relationship. This one gal was a manager. She was maybe the manager or assistant manager so long ago, that called me and said, got to me, and I said, yeah, well, hey, how are you? I always gave them front row seats, her and her husband. She said, you got to get down here right away. And I said, what's the problem? Just come down right away. And she had the check, Irvy. She had the check. She didn't put it through. She did not put it through because of me.
Yeah.
Had she put that through, I think I would have been in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Back then, $38,000, 1976 or something.
That's a lot of
That's a
money.
hell of a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah, it was. And I said, well, what's going to happen? She said, look, watch me. Open the drawer and threw it in. She said, that's what's going to happen. Meaning what?
I don't know. What?
Huh. She did me a hell of a favor, Irvy.
Oh, she wasn't gonna process it.
No. How come it got to her? I guess the amount.
Yeah.
Because I gave it to him. he put it in it came out of Binghamton, New York. Their bank. I guess till it got to Reading, it took a while. And then she got it somehow. I don't know. Long and short is she saved my ass. And then I told Bob Newstat the story, and he said, "You tell that guy to go fuck himself." He said, I'm not gonna back it. I'm not gonna get involved with the Bee Gees tour. So that screwed that whole thing up. Because of his asinine lie. He lied and put it through. Whew. That's one of 100 stories like that.
Oh,
But that's a good one.
what were you?
What?
What were you in jail for? Were everybody in the that was also in jail was walking by you or something, and they all knew you?
Uh, Jail.
Yeah, weren't you in jail for a couple days or something?
No, never overnight.
Uh,
No, Lisa took her hands. We were having a fight and took it and scratched her arm and called the cops where we lived and said that I did it. I said I did it. So I went, oh, and then I heard her doing the call, and then she hung up. I hung up. I said, too late, too late. You dialed 911. You spoke to somebody. She said, yeah, but I hung up. It doesn't matter. And I went out. I was waiting for them outside, and they pulled up like they were coming with a SWAT team. Or I tell you, it must have been 4 cop cars, and I don't know what else. Paddy wagon. I walked. I said, "Holy shit!" Then Lisa came out. Hey, it's all a misunderstanding. And then they ended up arresting me and her. And that's where I went, and they put me in the holding cell in Reading, right?
yeah.
And everybody knew me. All the cops knew me. All the brothers knew me. Jonesy, what the hell are you in here for? I said, I won't be here long. They said, yeah, right. I said, no. And I said, the cop, let me make a phone call. He said, you're the promoter, right? I said, yeah, let me make a call. I called Jonathan. He was there about half an hour. And I walked out, nothing at all. You know what they did? Arrested her. She did, I don't know how long she was in jail for filing a false report. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That was something else. I couldn't believe it. I said, what are you doing? Oh, don't worry. I said, but you scratched yourself. Oh, I'll tell them all about it. I said, they're not going to listen to that.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. Remember how nutball she was?
Oh,
Irvy?
yeah.
Remember her?
Wow.
I said to her, too, when we were in the paddy wagon, I said, you're going to regret the hell out of this. Yeah, Mr. Big Shot. I said, wait. I said, wait till we get to Reading. Because, we were out in the suburbs. They were processing us and shit like that, That one cop said, we know who you are. And I said, I don't give a shit if you know who I am. Do what you got to do here. And then they took us into town. The one cop cuffed the shackle, took us into town. I was like, is this really necessary?
Did
I said to the cop, I'm gonna walk right the fuck out of here within an hour. Oh yeah, Mr. Big Shot. I said okay. And they took me in there. Wester's was shaking his head because it was like till then it was like 2 in the morning. I woke him up, and he said, "Jimmy, now what?" I said, "I'm in lockup." He said, "I told you about that screwball chick." I said, "I know." She did a good one this time, but nothing happened, Irvy.
no?
He came down there and signed something, and I was gone.
Well,
He was running for judge at the time. It was Jonathan Westner, for Christ's sake, my best friend. But oh my God! But that's the only time, I did a. I went to. I did I gave a speech at Graded Irvy. Graded for that big prison, Irvy.
You did a speech.
Irvy.
You did a speech.
I gave a speech at Graterford on the music business.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
No.
Me and some other guy, some Italian guy, drove me down in a limo, and I went and gave the talk, and it's like an auditorium. It's like a theater, and there's like a stage, and all kinds of instruments, sound system. And I was at a microphone giving a talk. WYSP was there, and MR, loaded with TV media all over me. And I talked like for an hour. But if you looked up, the seating was like on a hill, like it went up. And you could see the corridor where they would walk by the prisoners, right?
Yeah.
You could see them. I could see them there, and they were standing there giving me the finger and all that shit while I was giving my speech. And then they check you in, and then they said to me, "You're giving the talk. You're the music guy." I said, "Yeah. Why? Do you have anything on you?" And I said, not that I can think of. Think it out." I said, "Oh, I got you. I'll be right back." So I went to the car and put my wallet in the car because I had something in my wallet,
What'd you have in your wallet?
a little envelope,
Oh.
an envelope about this size,
Oh, okay. And it had It had
about half full.
what was it?
A
Huh?
long time ago. You know what I mean?
Was it weed or?
No, blow.
Oh. Yeah.
I'd have been in trouble.
Yeah. And everybody.
He was a cool guard, though. He knew. Are you sure you want to go through and get the search? And I said, this guy's telling me something. This guy's telling me something.
Yeah.
I'll be right.
Do you remember when you were in the Marine Corps after ITR? We were supposed to go to our permanent duty station, and
Well,
because of Cuba, they were all closed. Remember, they didn't have schools or
wait a minute. I'm trying to charge my phone up. We're on here pretty long. God damn it! Wait, my
oh,
phone. Okay. Shoot.
and they gave us uh, temporary jobs to do until school would open up. If you were going to school or you're going to be in a permanent position, what did you do then?
I'm trying to see what time it is. 1:05. Okay.
Okay.
What did I do? What do you mean? What did I do?
Well, you couldn't. They didn't have any. This was after ITR. You went to school or went to a permanent duty station, and all that stuff stopped because of what was going on in Cuba. Okay, and
It's going on. Anyway, go ahead.
okay, and I got assigned to the MPs. All right, I just what did you do? You don't remember?
What the hell? I don't know. Probably got lost.
No, well, I was assigned to the MPs, and guess what my job was?
To go get me.
No, no, that was afterwards. I had to go rescue.
You didn't arrest me.
Yes, I did. I said, "You're fucking under arrest."
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't arrest you, but I took you in.
I was lying on the floor of my living room.
I thought you were in the bedroom.
Skip Snyder was there, all of us. And we had a bunch of chicks in the bedroom.
But you were the only one there when I came, but there was ladies' clothes all over the fucking place on the floor. No, no, I was supposed to go to an art.
I got divorced shortly after that.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to artillery school, fire direction control school, but there were no teachers because of Cuba. So I was assigned to the MPs for, well, I think it was a couple of weeks. And you know what
That sounds like fun.
huh?
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, you know what I did? I was
No, I'm waiting to hear. I'm pissing my pants waiting. I
well,
can't
don't
wait.
shit your pants.
Go ahead.
I was a prison chaser. And
A prison taker.
yeah, I would take guys, I would get somebody, okay? And I carried a shotgun, and I would go down to the cell, get him out, and take him to walk him to his court martial.
Where was this?
Oh, this was after Geiger.
Oh,
And I would take the guy to his court martial, and then when they were done with him, I'd take him back. But you know what they told me was, you do not lose this prisoner, because if you do, until they capture him again, you'll serve his time. So I didn't want to serve jail time until they caught somebody. So I said,
so what'd you do? What's the bottom line here?
okay.
What happened?
The guy I would take him. I'd walk him outside of the jail, and he knew where we were going to go to where the court martial was. And I said, I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? I said, this shotgun that I'm holding is loaded, okay? And I said, you're not going to escape, because I'll shoot you if you even make me think you're trying to escape. You understand me? And nobody, I never lost a prisoner.
What were you, a Lance Corporal or what? A PSC?
No, I was an E. Oh, I think I was Lance Corporal by then. But
I was a corporal. I was up for sergeant. Damn it!
That was after.
But until you guys, you guys coming and getting me, I got busted
I
early.
know.
Yeah, because of you.
Well, you know what could have happened to you?
What?
They could
The
have.
brig.
They could have sent you to Vietnam. You know that.
All right.
So you were lucky
Well,
from that event. Okay. Hey.
well, had I stayed a corporal, my pension would be higher.
Oh.
Yeah, so you owe me. Let's go retro on that. That's about 50 years ago. So you owe me about $100,000. Okay.
Okay.
Can you write me a check, or
I'll write.
I won't deposit?
I'll write you a check, but don't
Write me a check.
Yeah, but don't deposit it. Okay. I'll tell you when to deposit.
No, I won't deposit it.
Okay.
I won't deposit
Yeah. Uh. E.
I won't come in your house, right? Honest.
Oh. Anyhow, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, this is a pretty good podcast, sir.
What?
This is a pretty good podcast.
Yeah, I hope the people enjoyed it out there.
I hope so. I hope Ryan likes it.
Well,
He likes a little more. He likes a little more pizzazz.
what does he call pizzazz?
I'm calling it that.
Okay, well, what does he like more?
Drama.
Like what?
Like, just you gotta watch the movie Sinners, Ervy.
I did watch
Excuse me.
Sinners.
Then I don't have to elaborate.
Oh, well,
Guy's an unbelievable writer.
all right. Well, I get.
All right.
I guess we better call this one quits, and well, get ready for number 27.
Number 27.
That's the next one.
Okay.
So everybody,
I hope Mike sees this, and Deshaun Watson and Nick Sirianni. I haven't heard from Nick for a while, and all the other guys that I talked to.
well, thanks everybody.
Obviously.
It's been a pleasure. Come,
Yeah.
join us.
Hey, Ryan, I hope you like this one.
Hope we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah. Take care, everybody.